welcome back to the Hickies YouTube channel, and I'm Duncan.
I'm Russ, and today we'll be doing a Battle of the Strats video.
Yeah, Battle of the Strats.
We're basically going to be looking at the iconic instrument that is the Fender Stratocaster. Everyone loves it. It's like one of the most iconic designs of all time. And we're going to be looking at how to modify Stratocasters. We'll be taking a look at my Stratocaster today and your Stratocaster today, and comparing and contrasting. And for an added bonus of the Battle of the Strats whole vibe, we would like you to vote below which is the best Strat out of the two.
No, that sounds good.
Of course, it's a friendly competition, but I will be uber salty if I lose.
Yeah, so this is going to be a little bit different to what our normal videos are. We're taking a bit break from the kind of just regular demo videos for the shop and kind of just give you an insight on, you know, if we had a custom built Strat, what it would be.
Absolutely. So, would you like to go first?
Yeah, I'll start first. So this is basically my custom Strat. I've been working on it for quite a while. It started off its life as the Jimi Hendrix Stratocaster.
Great guitar, by the way.
It was the 2016 one which came out. Absolutely lovely, loved everything about it, and Hendrix being the biggest inspiration to kind of my playing, I just had to get it. But I brought the black one. People would be, why didn't you buy the white one? That was the #1 question I always got. And I brought the black one because I wanted it to be inspired by Hendrix and then build this custom Super Strat, which everyone needs a Super Strat in their life. No matter what it is, everyone will need a Super Strat.
That's very true.
So I built this Super Strat. So the changes which I really made to it, visually, I did the wooden pick guard, swapped that straight out. I just think it looks so nice with wood pick guards. I have it on a lot of my other guitars as well. It gets worn in real nicely when you're playing, especially live, and you're real kind of diving into the guitar, which is what I tend to do. It's going to wear in real nicely. Other than that though as well, I have swapped out the pickups. So I have got now Seymour Duncan set in here rather than the regular Fender set.
What Seymours have you got?
So I have got the quarter pounder stacked.
That does sound good.
In the bridge. And what I did for the middle and neck pickup is I popped the Seymour Duncan Hendrix ones in.
Oh, nice.
But the only thing which I did is I swapped the covers over, so they don't actually say the Hendrix anymore, they have just the regular cream. Because the ones from Seymour Duncan were more of a white, with these are more of like an aged white kind of cream colour, so I just wanted it to match with the rest of the guitar. Other than that though as well, I have the Graph Tech saddles. Now I swear by these, and I noticed that they're on yours as well. But I do. I swear by these as I haven't snapped a string since I popped them on.
They're one of these weird products that do exactly what it says on the tin, right? They are the string saver devices that have a really nice contact point for your strings. And if you think about, you know, I would like to say physics, but like the actual way in which your string lays on your guitar, any contact point in my mind needs to be properly adjusted to make it the best sound that you can. So like, I'll go on to mine later, but all of my contact points are made out of that kind of material. Yeah,
and you know, in future kind of like upgrades on this, I do want to get the nut sorted out as well. That's still a regular kind of nut from Fender, but I do want to get a Graph Tech one on there as well. Another change which I did is I got these kind of awesome looking pots.
They do look cool.
Popped on there. Cool. So it's got kind of a nice kind of pearl, a black pearl on the top, as well as kind of metal knobs. Those are speed ones as well, so they roll off real quickly, which is what I like. Turning to the back of it, just today, I actually sanded down all the lacquer off the neck. I really do hate lacquer on necks of guitars. I mean, sometimes you can get nice kind of feeling lacquer on there, where it's just a thin layer, especially on some of the nitro ones, it's okay. But on any of kind of your, I would say under £1,000 range, especially Fenders, it's a very sticky, very thick gloss. And especially on some of the Squire stuff, you know, that's a very thick gloss under there. So I took all that down, so it's a nice smooth finish on there.
I like how in the process of taking that off, it has like a nice marble maple effect on the back now.
Yeah, it really did make the maple look a lot nicer, which is really cool. And then last thing, of course, is I've got a signature on top of here. So as well as Hendrix's signature.
Try saying that like 1,000 times. That is like a pub game waiting to happen.
Oh, it is. But yeah, as well as Hendrix's signature on the top of the headstock here, I also have Eric Gales. I went to go see Eric Gales not too long ago, and I got him to sign the top because he's just a great player altogether. That's really all I've done to the guitar.
I mean, your guitar's quite a conversation piece, especially with the wooden scratch plate.
Yeah, everyone I've taken it to is always kind of, you know, you get it out and they look at it like, Well, I haven't seen anything kind of like that before.
And what I like about it is, despite the fact that the DNA of it obviously came from like the Hendrix Strat, you're wearing enough of your influence on your sleeve by the fact that it is what it is.
Yeah.
But you've modified it to the point where it is quintessentially your own as well.
Yeah, that's what I really wanted out of it, and I think that's what everyone should get out of a Super Strat. You know, you should buy something or get something which you're inspired by another player, which uses a Strat, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is diving into the whole conversation about Strats, where so many players use Strats, so you should have dive into something which you're inspired by, and then change it into something which is your own.
On that topic, very briefly, it's interesting to look at some of the famous Strat players of the past, right? And like how, despite the fact that obviously you have so many Stratocaster players, like everyone's tone is so different. I mean, if you look at like Eric Clapton's model, for example, and you look at like the mid boost and how that influences his tone, and then you look at like Jim Root, and I mean, granted, it's a Super Strat with EMGs in it, but it's still a Strat. Yeah, and you know, you got all of your other guys as well, and it's like the Stratocaster is the one instrument that seems to cross-pollinate over all of the genres, and has a home everywhere, and that's quite a testament to the design of the whole thing.
Yeah, it's comfortable for every style of music, which is brilliant. Right, so I'm just going to take you through some tones. What I'm running through is the Houston Kettner Grandmeister into my Il Torino Overdrive as well.
Your little signature pedal.
That is, yeah. It's kind of like my little home for a pedal. I can take it everywhere and always sound great plugging it through. Right, so I've got everything on at the moment. I'm just going to kind of start off on the neck position. I'm a huge fan of that neck pickup. Then you got fourth position, which is I'm gonna have to play this.
Beautiful,
so, I'm a huge fan of that sound as well, just because I pretty much only use those two for a lot of my playing, just because it's that nice warm mellow sound which you would want out of a Strat. Middle pickup as well. Very nice. Then I've got second position. Now this is a funny kind of thing with this one. I wired it up wrong. I'll hold my hands up to that. It was when I was first wiring up the pickups, and honestly I don't know what I've done. I think I've kind of put an out of phase sound on it.
Very good.
Probably put the wires wrong around or something like that, but I've kept it because it sounds like you've got a wah pedal turned all the way on.
Very quacky.
So you get kind of like this sound.
Nice.
So it's weird. I don't really ever use it if I was like inspired like for an intro riff or
I guess
something.
it gives you some more options though.
But it's cool, so that's why I kept it on there.
Absolutely.
And then we've got bridge pickup, which is the quarter pounder stack, so you can get sounds like this.
nice.
It's a huge boost on that one, which is the nice thing. You know, you've got, even with the distortion and all that put on the amp, when you roll on to that bridge pickup, it's just a huge mid boost.
Yeah, I'm down with it.
Yeah.
It gives you loads of, I mean, options. Keyword of the Stratocaster, options.
That's it. That's the whole thing with the Super Strat as well. It gives you just so much which you can do with it.
Absolutely.
Right, so let's hear something about yours.
Cool. Okay, so I picked up this beauty in 2006 for quite a reasonable price, and it is a USA standard American Stratocaster in what I believe was originally Arctic white, so the whitest of the white, which is now aged a nice creamy colour.
It's darker than an Olympic white now.
Yeah, I like it. I like the creamy colour. And I basically ripped everything out of it. The only thing that's original on this guitar is the body and the neck profile. I have these schmancy-mancy Spurzle red tuners, and someone's asked me, like, why would you get red tuners? And I'd say, why wouldn't you get red tuners?
Why not? Why not?
And they're locking, just because I'm lazy and it's easier.
It's so easy. Once you get locking tuners,
I mean, you never go back. You never want to go back. And Jeff Beck has them, and I love Jeff. So, and then if we have a look at like the tremolo. A friend of mine called Mike made me this tremolo from various components, and it's like a custom jobby. But it's essentially like a vintage heavy block tremolo. It's got a really fat block on it. Because I do actually, as possibly seen in other videos, I quite like to use my tremolo as a pitch device. And I need a heavy block because I'm quite a heavy-handed player. So to handle that, because I had a block, the smaller block, and it just didn't withstand my hand. And of course I've got the string saver things, as we previously discussed. And on that note, my nut and bridge pins, string trees are also made out of that material as well. And then coming down to the gooey, creamy centre in the whole thing, we have a bare knuckle triple threat of Irish Tours. I'm massively influenced by like Rory Gallagher as a player. So like I love Rory, like I think Rory's my favourite blues player by far, and like the Irish Tours are like a kind of a tribute to like that tone that he had in his Sunburst Strat. So I have those in there, and they have some extra thick bass plates on them to give an extra bass response. I don't know how much that works, but hey, it's the voodoo, right?
Yeah.
And then because the subject is going to inevitably get there, I have a kill switch.
Yeah, that thing looks cool.
Yeah, no, so everyone asks me about this. Like, that is in the same way that your scratch plate is the conversational piece for your guitar, this is the conversational piece for mine.
What's the story behind that one?
So this is, because I did a bit of contemporary styles like a while ago, like doing some trip hop and stuff like that, and I wanted to get a kill switch. And I was looking to what they call momentary switches, which is the switches that bounce back.
Yep.
And I was reading on some forums that the best momentary switches are arcade buttons. So, and having been a gamer my entire life, I raided this from a Pac-Man machine.
Oh, that's awesome.
So this is an original Pac-Man machine.
Original as well.
Like button in my Strat. And I got my luthier of choice to like essentially attach it in there.
You know that takes like your Strat from here.
I know, well, this is it, right? But like, it's a gimmick, but it's a fun one nonetheless. And just an extra note, my action's pretty high. Like, I use 11 gauge strings, but I also use a high action in addition to those 11 gauge strings, which has also been commented on.
I can't play that.
With chalk and cheese, like, because your action's quite low, right?
Yeah, what I'll do with my action is I'll take it as low as I can go with buzzing, and then I'll raise it up just a little.
But I'll be honest, I'm not a particularly fast player. So, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I prefer to have the bendability.
Yeah.
And I'm just mental. So,
give us some sounds.
So I'll take you through some sounds then. So,
what are you running through as well?
So I'm running through the little Katana 50. God, this thing's been like since some action, hasn't it? I'm running through that, and I've got my little Governor, which is my partner in crime, on the floor. And I'll just take you through some tones really. So this is like my neck sound. So. So now I put position 4 on. So that's my 4, and then my bridge.
You gotta watch that kill switch.
I know. Did you guys notice? That is the one issue that I have with it. Is occasionally I accidentally hit it with my hand.
It's right in your.
It is right there. Ring. But when I rock a bit of gain, that's when it becomes my best friend. This is the bridge pickup on it.
Nice.
It's pretty fat. I've always loved my Governor, and I've probably a bit too much, but there we go.
Yeah.
So position 2. Bit of cream.
Very good. Very good.
And then, yeah, looking at the last couple of positions, really, I tend to value the neck quite a lot. I don't know why, but I like the fatness of it. I like the neck.
I have to say as well, you seem very at home with that guitar. Like, you know, within recent other kind of videos and that, you seem like that this whole setup is just home for you.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think we all feel more comfortable on like the gear that we enjoy the most.
Which is important with like this whole topic on a Super Strat as well. It's creating something which, you know, you're taking a little bit of that guitar which you like and a little bit of that, and then in the end you have something which is just, like you said, home, you know.
Yeah.
No matter what you kind of plug it into, either amp-wise or pedal-wise, and that is always going to sound nice and to your standard.
I think as well as like you become quite accustomed to like little things like your string gauge, your action, just the way that your pickups respond to your touch.
Yeah. And also the neck as well, not forgetting the neck. Even guitars with the same kind of neck shape and profile and that, everything's going to be slightly different with it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to be said for like riding on your own gear, and I think as we've kind of discussed today, the Strat is the perfect instrument for forging your own identity. And it becomes very easy to modify. And I think it's just a rite of passage for every player to have a Strat and mod the hell out of it.
Yeah.
So, do you know what I mean? Like, I would recommend it to anyone. And you can take any bass. You can take a Hendrix bass, you can take a standard bass, you can take a Squire bass, you can take, you know, American Special bass, a Hi-Ro 1.
I mean, that's a huge debate as well with it, is going, you know, do I go American, Mexican or Squire, or do I go Squire and then mod it up? And honestly, like, the huge question is, if I went for a Squire and modded it up, would it be as good as, say, a high-spec Mexican or something like that? And honestly, like, I would say yes, because the reason being that is, yes, like the body and the neck and that are going to be like different quality, but what it is you've built something which is to your standard of what it could be. You know, you're never going to get a high-end Mex is going to be everything which you could get on like something which you've built yourself and actually spent the time finding all the different keys to it.
I think years ago the goalposts were wider.
Yeah.
When Squire was a young brand.
Yeah.
To even contemplate, and like third-party pickups were nowhere near as easy to get hold of or well respected. It seemed like the goalposts were really quite broad.
Yeah.
But today, with certain ranges of like certain Squires and certain like Americans that kind of come in and Squires that come out, like the distance is substantially smaller.
Yeah.
And it just gives players more options.
It does, yeah.
But what I would always recommend you do when you do upgrade your instrument is check out pickups.
Yeah.
Because I think the one thing that I've learned over the years, the most radical thing that you can do to change your tone on your guitar is a new set of pickups. And research well, because there's so many great brands that you will inevitably find the perfect pickup for you, but it does take a little bit of research to get to the bottom of what you want. Hear audio samples on YouTube of like players that you like, and And yeah, I mean, half of the fun is trial and error too.
It is. I've swapped out this pickup 4 times. I've gone through like every Seymour Duncan like bridge pickup you can think of in like a Strat configuration.
Yeah.
And I've gone, nah. And the good thing is it's so easy. You know, you learn while doing it. The first one's going to be horrible. In terms of like trying to solder it up, then after that it's nice and easy.
You're way more hardcore than me, man. Like I got a very lovely tech of mine to do this, and I love that guy. He's cool. But yeah, and get a sticker.
Yeah.
Or wooden scratch plate, or a kill switch, or something. So essentially, just take from this, go out and mod a Strat.
Yeah, that's the main thing. You know, everyone needs a super Strat, and if you haven't, or you're thinking of getting a new guitar, something like that, it's just something fun you can do. And I mean, like with yours and mine, they're never done. You're always going to find something cooler or something better to stick into it. It's like, I want to put some new machine heads in it, a new nut. I want to mess around with some wiring. You know, the Eric Clapton mid boost. Yeah. I want to try pop that in it and see what that does.
Nice.
There's so much you can do, and it's just so much fun to kind of try out.
I've always been into the humbucker and the bridge, like super Eddie Van Halen style things. They're cool. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed today. It was a bit different to what we normally do.
It was kind of like more of kind of just a little chat around kind of our guitars and to give you guys just an insight on what you can do with a guitar rather than just the normal just going out and buying one.
Remember to comment below which you prefer.
Yeah, that's it. So
and inevitably, I mean, I love yours, man.
No, I'm a huge fan of your little Pac-Man switch as well. I think that sold me on it.
But I mean, we hope you enjoyed today, and yeah, go out and get a Strat, ladies and gentlemen.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Take care, guys. Bye bye.